We've got all the cows rounded up and in the corral. Now we just need to vaccinate them against pink eye and foot rot, replace any missing tags, and clip their freeze brand before we can turn them back out to fresh pasture. It's going to be a long day. We got a lot to do, so let's get started. This is where we had ended in part 1, just when we got the cows to the corral. Now for part 2 of working the cattle and getting them turned back out. Here we use the dogs to push the cattle into the holding pens, kind of like the waiting room to the doctor's office.
Good, there, down.
Then we'll work each individual cow through the head catch.
There, down. That'll do. Good dogs. Reata, that'll do. Good girl.
We are now bringing the cattle up from the holding pen. Please notice how calmly they're being handled. We're going to speed the film up to 4 times the speed here, so it might look like they're running and jostling, but they're not. Know that horse in the bottom left-hand corner is not dead. It had started out as a cold morning, but now that the sun is getting higher, he is enjoying soaking up the sun. Now we're bringing the cattle up from the sorting alley to what we call the tub. Then from the tub, they're going to go through the snake to the chute. We've got a good crew today. My niece is bringing the cattle up, and my nephew is helping feed the cows into the snake. We do not use any hot shots or cattle prods at this time, but instead we try to use good cattle handling skills. Notice how my nephew will circle clockwise right alongside the cattle, and it helps to move them forward. Also, we place a bar just behind the cow, just before it goes into the chute, to keep it from backing up. The faster we can go, the smoother everything will want to keep coming forward. My job is to vaccinate the cows, run the hydraulic chute, and write down their tag numbers, and replace any missing tags.
Alright. For vaccination against foot rot. Ready?
We like to open up the back gate first so that the second cow can see the first cow leave. That way it will draw the second cow forward. It doesn't always work, but it sure helps most of the time.
Oh, 1/6. Ready?
That didn't take long. Now this cow's done. Now let's move around to the other side and show you what my wife Susanna is working on while I'm doing this part. We'll get her set up with a camera so you can watch. Each cow has a freeze brand that will match its ear tag. That way, if it ever loses its ear tag, we will still be able to figure out who she is. These cows still have their winter hair, so it can be hard to read the freeze brand. So we have to clip the hair off so that we can easily read it when it comes time to tagging their calf. The kids came down and helped us for part of the day. Here, Ephraim is running the clipper for us.
Good to go.
You're going to switch back to the other clipper for a bit.
Clementine came down to help me record their numbers and to re-tag any cows that were missing tags. It always makes my day when I get to work with my family. Here's a cow that's missing her ID tag. Once Ephraim clips the freeze brand, he tells me what number I need to engrave on her tag. Not only do I need to write her number on the tag, but I also need to look up in my records what her bloodlines are so I can record that on the back of the tag. We have a long ways to go, so we work as quickly as we can so that the cattle do not have to stay in the corral any longer than necessary. Well, we've already got a good start on it. These are the pens we are putting the cattle in that are all finished. Several hours later and a lot of hard work. Look at the difference in the pens. We're almost done. As soon as we finish up, I go get Annie and Reata to help me take the cattle back out to fresh pasture. Here I'm sending the dogs to clean out the corral while I open the gate. I am down at the bottom right-hand corner. You can't see it very well, but I'm circling counterclockwise to help move the cattle the direction I want them to go. We're using the same principle as we did when we were moving the cattle from the tub into the snake. From here, I take the lead and let the dogs continue to bring them on behind. Now I'm going to call Annie across the creek to help me keep the cattle all in line. I always love to watch these dogs work, especially because they enjoy it so much. What some people don't understand is that I can't make these dogs work unless they want to. They work because they love to. If a dog doesn't want to work, I can't train it to work. Up to this point, we've been taking the cows back out on the same path we brought them in on. The only difference now is we have a different gate opened up to fresh pasture. Now I load the dogs up and move on ahead to watch the cows spread out and enjoy their tall grass. When I say fresh pasture, I don't mean that the grass is green. On the ranch I manage, we have the pastures divided up into over 100 divisions. What that does is it allows the pastures to rest most of the year. This pasture has been reserved for just this time. The cattle will probably only be in this pasture for a week to 10 days before we move on to the next. It's the end of March at the time of this video. It won't be long before we have green grass, but for now they get to enjoy this tall grass that was grown up from last year. Now we know this dry grass doesn't have enough nutrients for these cows, so we also supplement them with high quality hay and feed. If you enjoyed these videos, be sure to like and subscribe. Also check out our channel and watch some of our other videos, like Annie getting the bull off the highway. Or watch Reata in Cowdog Wears a GoPro. And there are many others to watch. Enjoy. Here's another one of Spur and Annie gathering the bulls and moving them to the heifer. Thank you for your support, and God bless.